The settlement of Bantu-speaking peoples in Zambia represents one of the most significant chapters in the region's history, a complex process of migration, adaptation, and cultural transformation that unfolded over the course of nearly a millennium. Far from being a single event, this movement occurred in distinct streams, each bringing new technologies, social structures, and linguistic traditions. By tracing these migrations, from the earliest arrivals by an eastern route to the later waves emerging from the great Luba-Lunda kingdoms of Central Africa, one can understand how Zambia became a cultural crossroads, its modern ethnic diversity shaped by the interplay of incoming groups and the indigenous hunter-gatherer populations they encountered. The first Bantu-speaking peoples entered Zambia around the first millennium AD, following an eastern route that originated in the African Great Lakes region. These early settlers, who included the ancestors of today's Tonga, Batonga, Ila, and other closely related groups, established themselves primarily in the southern part of the country, near the border with Zimbabwe. They were agriculturalists and pastoralists, practicing slash-and-burn cultivation, while also maintaining large herds of cattle. Their villages were substantial and their society was characterized by advanced ironworking skills and a degree of self-sufficiency that later European missionaries would remark upon. This first stream of migration laid the foundation for settled life in the region, demonstrating how Bantu-speaking groups adapted to the varied environments of the southern plateau. A second, larger wave of Bantu settlement began in the 12th century and continued through the 16th century, arriving via a western route from the Congo Basin. Unlike the first migrants, these groups spent centuries within powerful centralized states such as the Luba and Lunda kingdoms in what is now the Democratic Republic of Congo. During this time, they absorbed sophisticated concepts of kingship, political organization, and ritual authority. When they eventually dispersed into Zambia, they carried these traditions with them. The ancestors of many of Zambia's largest contemporary ethnic groups, including the Bemba, Kande, Lunda, Luval, and Nkoya, arrived during this period, settling across the northern, western, and central parts of the country. Their migrations were not a simple expansion, but a dynamic process of fission, alliance, and incorporation that gave rise to powerful regional kingdoms such as the Bemba Kingdom in the north and the Lunda Kingdom of Khoisan in the Luapula Valley. The settlement story did not end with these major movements. Later centuries saw additional arrivals, such as the Nsakolo people in the 18th century, and in the 19th century, the incursion of Ngoni and Sutu, Kololo, groups from the south added new layers to Zambia's ethnic mosaic. These later groups often arrived as refugees or conquerors, further complicating the existing patterns of settlement and leading to significant political realignments. Throughout this long history, the incoming Bantu-speaking farmers and herders interacted in complex ways with the pre-existing Khoisan and Batwa hunter-gatherer populations. Rather than simple displacement, these interactions ranged from absorption to the establishment of symbiotic patron-client relationships, enriching the cultural and genetic fabric of the region. Modern archaeological and genetic research has brought remarkable detail to this narrative. Projects such as the Bantu Mobility Project have shifted focus from large-scale migration models to examining local, community-level experiences, revealing a productive tension between mobility and rootedness as people gradually shifted from constant movement to establishing mounded settlements occupied for generations. Interdisciplinary work combining disk mapping, high-resolution radiocarbon dating, isotopic analysis, and ancient DNA is now providing precise chronologies for the spread of food production, iron technology, and specific Bantu groups across Zambia. Genetic studies, in particular, have identified Zambia and the Democratic Republic of Congo as a major crossroads of interaction, where different migrant streams met and mixed, creating patterns of diversity that continue to shape the nation today. In conclusion, the settlement of Bantu-speaking peoples in Zambia was not a linear migration, but a layered, dynamic process of movement and encounter. From the first Tonga-speaking farmers who arrived from the east 2,000 years ago to the waves of Luba-Lunda migrants who established powerful kingdoms from the north, each group contributed to a cultural landscape marked by both diversity and interconnection. The interactions among these groups and with earlier inhabitants forged a society that was neither static nor isolated, but one that stood as a vital crossroads between Central, East, and Southern Africa. Understanding this settlement history is essential not only for grasping the origins of Zambia's modern ethnic composition, but also for appreciating the deep historical roots of resilience and adaptation that continue to characterize the country.